You have to look more put together than the white students.
Looking lashes, they just
see myself in the face.
Okay,
I was so skinny. Dang. I don't like doing my natural hair. I said what I said. Period. I don't forget that I can have this, baby. Nobody else you. Nobody else made you. Nobody else had a clue what I could do. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be reacting to my first day of med school vlog that I posted literally like a year and a half ago. I haven't actually watched that video since I posted it, so I thought it would be fun to go back and watch it and kind of see how I feel. I don't know whether I'm going to be upset, happy, relieved, sad, reminiscent, who knows. You know, we're working our way through vlogging, so I was like, why not switch it up a little bit, get things a little bit more interesting. Hey guys, so really quick, this is future me, meaning that like it's been 2 hours since I finished filming this current video. And I just want to say I'm so sorry because I was supposed to upload this video yesterday, but I didn't, which means I missed a day of Vlogmas. So as you'll later learn in the video, my car battery died, so I had to deal with that. And then also, we had a huge storm in my area, so the power went out. So it's kind of like 6 o'clock. Just got the power back and it's way too late to upload, so I just decided to upload tomorrow. So I'm really upset because I missed a day, but I'm not gonna beat myself up too much over it because stuff outside of my control happened. But anyways, just want to come and say we're gonna do our best not to miss any more days of Vlogmas. And yeah, back to the video. So before we get started, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, put that notification bell on so you don't miss the rest of Vlogmas. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram and TikTok for daily content, as well as check out my website if you're interested in my products, as they are all restocked, and brand ambassador applications in literally tomorrow. So if you want to apply, definitely go check it out. And by the way, please ignore any of the thunder that you might hear because it's about to storm where I'm at, so just so you know. Alrighty guys, let's get started. So for those of you that are new to my channel, which is a lot of you because we have gained almost 100,000 followers just in the last 30 days. So I used to be a medical student, so a lot of y'all don't know, I am 23 years old. So I graduated undergrad with a bachelor's in biological sciences and a minor in psychology. And then I took a year off because I graduated technically my junior year of college, so a year early. Took a year off, and then I went to med school for the last school year. And so I completed the first year, realized it wasn't for me, realized I wanted to pursue my passion of being a business owner and a social media influencer, and so I did not return this fall. Instead, I am currently working on my master's in psychology, and that's that. So on September 14th, 2021, I posted a video called Get Ready With Me, First Day of Medical School, Skincare, Hair, Makeup, Brittany Rose. So we're gonna watch it, we're gonna react to it. I'm just gonna kind of just say how I feel about it, and we'll see. A lot of people were kind of asking me whether I regret leaving medical school and just how I feel about it. So I thought this would be a great opportunity just to give you guys kind of like an update on my life while we work through this. All right, so let's get started with the video. I remember that wig. My old intro! I love this intro. This took me like legit 24 hours to make, but I loved it. This is what my business used to be called, Rose's Inches. That was a great intro.
So I'm starting off this morning extremely tired because I really had trouble sleeping last night because I was just super excited for today.
This reminds me of when I used to get my nails done. My nails look so good. I used to get them done when, you know, I wasn't running a business, making hair products every single day. So I remember that. But yeah, I do remember the night before med school. I remember that I couldn't sleep because I was just so, I don't know if I was excited. I was just more so nervous. Like, I went from living at home for an entire year to just basically starting a new chapter of my life. So it was definitely nerve-wracking. But yeah, I remember being really exhausted. Typically, when I have nights like this before a big event, I typically stay up because I can't sleep. My mind's racing. So that makes sense.
I also kept waking up because I was scared to miss my alarm. So
Same.
I like to start off my morning before I do anything by spending some time with God. So praying, listening to some worship music, reading his word, taking notes. And so I thought it'd be the perfect time to do scripture shout out. So today it goes to Alexis Clark. It comes from Psalms 37:4, and it says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." So
I remember when I used to do that on my channel. I remember what I used to do was I'll have someone comment their favorite scripture in the comments, and I would just pick one, and then you would get a free shout out on my channel, and I would tell you the scripture that you had, and then I would just say like a couple words about it. I remember I used to do that. I really liked that. I think at the time I stopped doing it because I didn't have a lot of followers, so people really weren't commenting the scriptures. So I started just putting my own scriptures in the beginning of the video. But you know what? I may start that back because that sounds like a good idea. Oh, thank you for whoever just ordered. But I do remember doing this, and I remember, and you know what? I'm so glad that like I still do this even a year later, completely different life, completely different, you know, things going on. I still make it a point to spend time with God every single morning. I think it's so important no matter what you're doing. Make sure you're genuinely spending time in prayer, spending time in your word, spending time. I'm really trying to listen to what God is telling you, what he has for you. Because one thing I learned, especially this year, is that prioritizing God is the only way you're going to be successful. I remember someone literally called me delusional because I said that God told me to leave med school. And they're like, he's not a physical person. I was like, girl, if you don't understand the Holy Spirit, just say that. But don't get mad at me because I listened to the Lord and now I'm doing it up, okay? Well, yeah, I remember this. Y'all, you can see my face. My face, when I wake up, my face is so swollen. That's how you know I'm really tired. My face is like swollen. Then it takes time for my eyes to like go down to the regular size and everything. So you can tell I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Let's keep going.
This means is just focusing on the things that God wants for us, and all those materialistic things will come naturally if our hearts aren't set on it.
True.
Okay, so first I'm going to brush my teeth, of course. I don't really want to have a smelly breath on the first day.
Don't want
also,
that.
Don't forget mouthwash because that's really important in making sure you're
still use mouthwash. Oh, I don't have that brush anymore.
I'm going to just cleanse my skin. I know y'all been asking for a skincare routine, and I'm going to have that coming up soon. But basically,
I have one
this spit brush that I got from
a
Walmart.
year later. I posted one.
Applying my cleanser and then rinsing it. And I will leave all the products that I use in this video in the description box below. So now I'm just going.
You know what? Let's see if I actually did leave the products in the description box below. Oh, I did. Neutrogena hydrating cleansing gel and the Pond's dry face cream. So I did. Okay. I just want to say like the quality of my content and the audio is so much better. I remember I used to edit on my MacBook before I had my iMac, and I remember like, you know, when computers get really old and it starts to like heat up, it makes like this really loud noise, and I remember I had to like deal with that. And then also like I was using the lens from the camera and I didn't know how to work it, so we come a long way. Let's keep going.
Put in my contacts. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you've probably seen videos with me wearing my glasses. But for the most part, I usually wear contacts.
Fun fact, I'm not wearing contacts or glasses anymore, so I cannot see whether the camera is focused. So I hope it's focused. It's just a blur. So there we go.
I usually can get them in on the first try. I don't know what happened. Maybe because I was still sleepy or because of my nails.
When I'm nervous, I can't put my contacts in. That's also something.
And then I'm just going to moisturize with some Pond cream.
I remember I was so skinny before I started med school. That's how you know it really wrecked me, y'all. I gained like 20 pounds.
And so as far as makeup, I'm first going to start by doing my brows. So
I'm sorry, but I had to stop on that because I really gained so much weight from being in med school. I'm telling y'all, I gained like 20 pounds. I just the past couple months finally started to get serious about losing weight again and getting, you know, back to being confident in my body. So I've lost about half of that, but that's ridiculous. The fact that so when I'm stressed, I eat. Like that's what it is. And so when med school, I was stressed 24/7, so I was constantly eating, and I didn't realize I had gained so much weight until I left med school, and like legit, none of my clothes would fit. Like it was ridiculous. And I gained weight everywhere. My boobs got so much bigger. I got thighs and a butt for the first time. My mid area was so huge. I have like natural hip dips. They became muffin tops. It was so bad. But we finally getting through it. I'm just looking at my face and I can just see like how skinny I was. Don't get me wrong, I like having a shape now, but I definitely liked having like less body fat in this video. But anyways, let's see what I do for makeup.
Brow gel, and then I'm just going to fill them in.
Wow, look at the camera like that.
Definitely leave me any questions you have in the comments about how to get into medical school, the application process, the MCAT, anything like that. I'd love to help you guys out.
Okay, so by the way, I just ran out of that brow pencil, so that's the e.l.f. one that works very well. But I do remember this. So I remember I wanted to make like med school videos for people, but again, I didn't have a large following and people weren't really asking, so I never made the videos. But basically, I would say if you're trying to get into med school, I would say use your blackness as an advantage, because take advantage of that affirmative action and that diversity check mark they're trying to check. I would definitely say for the MCAT, you should never throw away any of your notes from any of your science courses you take in undergrad. Start studying as early as you can, like doing, a couple of practice questions every single day. That way, the MCAT is not about, knowing everything that you need to know about the sciences and like the psychology. It's literally about learning how to understand what they're asking you. It's about strategy, understanding how to break apart the question so you can get to the right answer. A lot of people know what the right answer is, but they just don't know what the question's asking them. So that's why they get questions wrong. As early as possible, you need to get familiar with how the test works. And that's what's going to help. I remember for me, what really helped was taking a bunch of practice tests. I found like 10 to 12 free practice tests, and I would just take them over and over and over again. And that really, really helped me because I got used to learning how to take the test and how to break apart the question. So, yeah. And then as far as applications, you want to make sure you're very well-rounded, especially if you don't have a high GPA. My GPA was a 3.7, I believe. And I did a lot of things in undergrad. I was an RA in undergrad. I was the diversity chair of the RA committee. I was like an African American ambassador, this club that we had. I did like so many different things. I was on the student council sort of thing, where I basically ran like the music department, where basically I just put on like the talent show thing that we did every month, where people could come and do like karaoke or display their different talents. I was in charge of that. The homecoming concert for the artists, I was in charge of that. So it was just a bunch of different stuff that I did. So you want to make sure that you're very involved. Experience is also very important. I remember that I didn't have any experience in undergrad, but during my year off, I worked as a scribe in the ER, as well as an online scribe for a PCP. So I did get a lot of experience that way, and I was able to add that to my resume. And then finally, you want to make sure that you are submitting your application the second they open, because med school applications are first come, first serve. So you could be like literally the best applicant ever, but if you apply too late and the classes are already full of people they selected, you won't get in. So you want to try to apply as early as possible to give yourself time to be seen by people. Okay, so that's really quick. If you want a more detailed video, let me know. I'll share it, but that's just like my quick tips off the top of my head that I can think of.
Then after I finish filling out my brows, I'm just gonna line them with some concealer. I didn't feel like getting an actual concealer brush, so I just used the tip of this concealer.
I still use that concealer.
And I do have naturally thick brows, but I just feel like doing this just kind of makes them look a lot neater.
That's the color Fawn. That's what I use. Matches my skin tone. I still do that sometimes. Like I don't feel like getting a concealer brush, so I'll use this
And then I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and I'm just gonna blend that concealer all over. And I also added some down on my eyelids because I want to create a base on my eyelids for a little bit of eyeshadow. Then just to keep things natural, I'm gonna take some bronzer and put that on.
That was not my shade at all.
I'm not gonna do a full face or anything like that because I don't want to be too extra today, but I did want to do something to make me look a little bit more presentable.
I think I talk about this later in this video. I don't remember, but I remember the reason why I said that is because, like, as Black women, just like going into any space, when going into the medical professional, you have to present a certain type of presence, I guess you can say. Like, you have to look more professional than the white students. You have to look more put together than the white students. You have to seem more smarter and more intellectual than the white students, because the whole work twice as hard for half as much. I remember in med school I did a lot of wig collaborations to the point where I was changing wigs like every single week, and I would get a lot of looks and a lot of stares. And so I really had to like make sure that I was on my studies and on basically just make sure that people knew I deserved to be there, despite the color of my skin. That's why you typically see like a lot of Black students, like they're always dressed up, even if the white students are dressed down. or they're always making sure they are interacting with professors and creating relationships, whereas the white students don't have to do that. Or they are making sure that they are getting involved in extracurricular activities and making sure that people know them so that they're not judged based off just the color of their skin. People are like, oh, she's black, but she's deserves to be here. Unfortunately, that's how people think. So that's why I said that, because I didn't want to do like a full beat makeup glam look and look too extra, right? But at the same time, I didn't want to go there dressed in t-shirt and jeans, right? So you have to make sure that there's a balance, unfortunately, as a person of color going into professional academic settings like this. So that sucks, but that's what I was trying to do.
And then I'm just going to apply some lashes. They're very natural looking lashes, but they just make my eyes look a little bit extra. I just think I have to be very careful about how I look as a black woman, because we all know that black women are judged differently than anybody else. So you have to be very careful with the way you present yourself. Not just what looks, but your attitude, how you talk, especially in the medical profession. I think it's important to just be aware of that.
Did y'all see that? This is when I had my helix piercing. I took it out like over the summer because it never healed. I kept getting keloids. It kept hurting. It just never healed correctly, which is crazy because I got the bar. A lot of people ask me about my bar. I got the bar the same time that I got the helix piercing, but I would expect this one not to heal, but that one too. But this one, I've had it since I was 20, and it healed in about a year, so.
And by the way, I just added some super natural looking highlight to my brow bone because I just think it looks really pretty.
I actually don't do that anymore because I'm lazy.
And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I am not the best at doing lashes. I don't even know why I put this clip in here because I'm really about to embarrass myself.
I suck at doing lashes,
I
y'all.
don't wait for the glue to dry sometimes, and so they don't really stay on. And
that's why I started getting lash
eyes
extensions.
are a weird shape, so sometimes I have to cut the lashes because they're too long.
Okay, real quick, I think I want to start doing my own lash extensions because I know how to do my nails. I know how to do my hair. I know how to do my makeup. I feel like that's just the last thing that ties together. So where I don't have to pay, like thousands of dollars to look good, I can do it myself. I just feel like that's a different type of flex when you can do everything yourself. Now with nails, I can make press-ons look like the freshest acrylic set ever. I can't do acrylics, but I can make them look good. But I really want to learn how to do my own lash extensions. I like my lash tech and everything, but it's just like if I can save $100 a month, then I'm gonna do it. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna wait till these are like ready to be taken off, and then I'm gonna try.
Just a whole mess. And while y'all watch me struggle, make sure to follow me on my social medias as well as subscribe. Leave me a like, hit your notification bell. I have a lot of really good hair growth videos on here, and I plan on doing a lot more hair growth content for you guys because I've been getting my car battery died, so
I'm waiting on somebody to come jumpstart it. It's crazy. I remember when I made this video, I was like, I think I may have had like, maybe 15,000 followers on YouTube, and now we have 160K last time I checked, which is insane. And I remember my TikTok, I don't think I reached 1 million on TikTok yet, but now I'm at 1.2. IG, like, it's just, God is so good. My platforms have grown tremendously since I left med school and went full time. Like, the past 6 months, I have gained hundreds of thousands of followers on all my social media platforms, so that's actually really insane.
And because I'm trying to do a more natural look, I'm going to go in with some brown eyeliner. Because
I'm wearing that same exact eyeliner right now.
Just to kind of give
I got it from the beauty supply store.
Definition. And then I'm going to just add some.
Literally use that mascara. The same thing. I haven't bought a new one, and I need to.
And I want to say this is the Sky High mascara, but honestly, it really doesn't live up to the hype. Like, it doesn't really do well on my natural lashes. Okay, so moving on to my hair, and a lot of y'all been asking me how I sleep, and this is how I sleep with my hair: natural hair, braids, wigs, anything. Always a scarf and my adjustable bonnet, which I love.
Still to this day. So that bonnet, my sister actually broke that bonnet, the red one that you see in here. So I bought the exact same kind, but it's brown, and it's in my Amazon storefront. Because people ask me all the time, where do you find your adjustable bonnets? Like, where do you find that bonnet? So it's on my Amazon storefront.
To not come off at night. But y'all know
I miss wearing wigs. I'm gonna start wearing them
Take
again.
some Dr. B Free spray and just
this is when you hear that. Do you hear that background noise? That's when my MacBook started to like run and make that noise. So, but I remember this wig. Y'all really, really like this wig. So again, with the whole black woman thing, I really wanted to get braids for my first day of med school. I love red hair, so I was gonna do red braids. And my best friend was like, "I'm literally gonna defriend you or unfriend you if you do that. You are not going to show up like that. You're gonna show up in a wig that looks professional and natural." So of course, I did the black wig with a little bit of brown ombre, you know, still keep a little bit of my style. Natural curls, short, not long. Unfortunately, that's the thing you have to think about as a black woman. So that's what we did. It worked out though. I miss wearing wigs. I haven't worn them since like May. So after the silk press, I'm definitely going to start wearing wigs again. I don't use that spray anymore. I use the Ebin spray, the black spray. And I saw on TikTok that instead of sleeping with like the edge band, you should sleep with a do-rag. So
then I'm going to take my blow dryer.
I'm so tired.
I'm going to just lay down this lace a little bit because the worst thing in the world is first day of medical school and my lace is lifting up. Like,
that's facts.
That's not cute.
And it stayed laid too. Did not lift up. This is so crazy. This is bringing me back. Oh my goodness. This is my old apartment that I had. I used to live on the campus, so I lived in this apartment with my sister. And now I have my own place.
So now for the actual hair, I'm pretty sure this is from Her Given Hair, and I will leave it linked down below with my promo code so you can get some money off. So I really like this wig, especially the color, but I'm not a huge fan of curly wigs in general, just because they're a lot more maintenance than straighter wigs, which is to be expected, but it's just kind of like I wear wigs, so I don't really have to do as much as I would my natural hair, and so it kind of defeats the purpose for me a little bit. So I have...
Yeah, so let's talk about that real quick because a lot of people, I got like a lot more comments than usual, people saying all that pretty hair and yet you wear a wig. I guess it's because I've been posting more videos with my natural hair. Like I just posted an updated wash day routine and I just posted like me blow drying my hair or something, and people are like, why? And I'm like, you don't have to understand why I do what I do with my hair because you don't do my hair. Like I feel like black women need to stop explaining, well, says the person that does a link check every day, but I feel like black women need to stop explaining why we do what we do with our hair. Why do you, like, it's not your hair, you don't have to do it, you don't have to deal with it, you don't have to wash it. Why are you concerned about how I wear my hair? And it's like, oh, but you need to show your natural beauty. I don't need to show a doggone thing to you. I don't owe you anything. As long as I look confident in who I am, and as long as, thank you for ever just ordered, as long as I look confident in who I am, and as long as I am confident in the way I look, and as long as I love who I am naturally, it does not matter what I look like on the outside. I love my hair, but I tell you all the time, I do not like doing my natural hair. I'm not someone that likes doing my natural hair. I'm not someone that likes washing it, maintenance, twist out. I'm not someone that likes having my hair out. I just don't. With my lifestyle and how I live, it's too much work to have to do my hair all the time, and I just don't like it. Like that's, some people just don't like doing their hair, and so I prefer to wear wigs. It's easier. I can control it better. I don't have to worry about the humidity and how it's gonna affect my hair. I don't have to do all that, and I wash my hair like once every 4 to 6 weeks, and that's what works for me. So, and again, going back to the wigs, like for me, I wear wigs because I like the versatility, but also it's a lot easier, and so that's why I don't like curly wigs, because it's like I wear wigs so I don't have to do a lot to my hair. If I wear a wig with the exact same hair texture as my hair, to me it's like, what's the point? Because I'm doing the exact same work that I would be doing on my own hair by wearing a wig. So why not just wear something else? So that's how I feel about it. And of course, you don't have to wear wigs. Nothing wrong with wearing your natural hair out, but there's also nothing wrong with not wearing it out. And I know this may be kind of controversial coming from someone that is known for doing a lot of hair content, but I like doing my natural hair. I said what I said. Period.
At this section, I just would not act right, and it just became very frizzy.
But I did like this wig. I really did.
Stretched out during the night, so some of the curls were like hanging way too down.
I'm excited to start wearing wigs
again. I
again.
decided to wet the hair and then just use my paddle brush to brush it to hopefully get some better definition. But this ended up not working because, as you can see, it's still super frizzy. I don't know why I tried.
Yeah, I'm not the best for working with curly hair either, so that's probably the reason why I don't like curly wigs like that. But you know what?
Then I decided to maybe take a piece and just curl it around my finger to define it, but it didn't work. And then I realized that the roots of the wig were frizzy, and now the bottom was defined, which was so fun to do with.
Yeah, I'm not the best at working with curly hair like that.
And finally, I was just like, okay, I just took some conditioner.
But when I start wearing wigs again, I'm gonna slay my hair. Like, it's gonna get scalp. I'm really excited to start learning new methods and techniques to make my wigs look like
So I really don't know why
scalp.
I'm looking at y'all. I think I'm still half asleep, but I was finally starting to like feel myself and be like, okay, I look cute today. So then
I still have that purse.
And I was trying to fit my laptop in there, thinking that would fit, which obviously
that's my school computer, which I got to keep. It's literally right here. So I use it for grad school.
The classrooms have their own charger ports, which is really nice. And of course,
one thing about that campus, it was nice, not gonna lie.
And we had to dress professionally for the
Give me a
first
little.
day.
I was so skinny. Dang.
Green blazer and some clear heel sandals that I got from Fashion Nova.
Literally.
And that's it. And I ended up having a really good first day, so I was super happy about that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I was so skinny.
Bye.
Okay, let me stop the screen record. Okay, that was nice to watch. Not gonna lie. It's nice to like look back and see, you know, where you were. Like, I can just tell mentally where I was in September of last year versus where I am December 2022. Completely different. Like, the way I view things, my perspective, my relationship with God, my confidence. It's so different. Like, I feel like I'm a completely different person. Like, I cannot believe I was like that. And it's not a bad thing. It's just like I've grown so much and learned so much and just experienced so much really just in the past year that it's really just like refreshing to see how far I've come. I feel like y'all can clearly tell by the video, I don't regret leaving med school. I don't. I feel like it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Like, that was the first time in my life where I genuinely decided to just go for it, take a risk, and legit walk by faith. And when I say walk by faith, I mean literally there was no backup plan. I had nothing to like go back on, or like, once I left, that was it. I couldn't go back. So it was definitely very scary. But look, here I am. It's crazy. It's only been 6 months since I left med school, making 6 figures with my business, getting my graduate degree, like balancing everything, really becoming. I feel like I'm finally starting to step into the woman that God has called me to be. I feel like everything that I went through, you know, in the past is finally starting to understand why and understand like how He's been preparing me for like right now. It's just nice. It really is. So I say that to say, look, if you're struggling with a decision like that, something big, pray on it. You need to put God first. You need to make sure that He's on board. You need to get His consent. Don't do anything or take any steps without God. Because if I did this without God's permission, I would not be sitting up here today smiling. I'll be sitting over there in the corner crying, okay? But just know that if you got to trust God. If you trust God, He has you. Ain't nothing going to happen. There are points when I left, I was so scared. I was like, getting no orders on my business. I'm posting videos with 1 million followers and they're only getting like 2,000 views. Like, no brands are reaching out to me to work with me. Like, nothing's happening. And God just kept saying, trust me, I got you, trust me. He used that period to teach me to just trust Him. And I started trusting Him. And then the minute I started trusting Him, stuff started happening. Orders started popping out. Platform started growing. People started reaching out. I got signed to management for my TikToks. Now I have managers for my TikTok. Like, everything is like working out so well. And my life isn't perfect. Don't get me wrong. My life's not perfect. I went today to go drop off packages. I tried to start my car. The battery's dead. And I gotta wait for this man. It's pouring rain outside. I'm frustrated and also I'm like trying to hurry up and film this to post it to be consistent with Vlogmas, because I couldn't film yesterday because I had to package like 200 orders and make like 300 products. So, you know, my life isn't clouds and rainbows and, you know, ponies and unicorns. I deal with real life. I deal with real stuff. But I feel like overall, I'm just glad that I'm in the place that I am now. And I'm glad that I made that decision. So I don't feel sad watching that. I feel very happy that I was able to go through that to become the person I am today. The only thing I wish is that I didn't have to gain the weight to go through that, because I looked so, that was like the time where like the first time in my life I was really confident about how I look, because I had been overweight all my life. So when I first started social media, that was right around the time I had lost a lot of weight. So it's like, to go back to being heavier, even if I carry it differently, which doesn't make it that bad, it's still like, But it's okay. Weight loss video coming soon, like Valentine's Day time. Okay, give me some time. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, or you just want advice, leave it in the comments. I know everybody's gonna answer. I have a great community, and I'll do my best to answer as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button. Put your notifications on so you don't miss the rest of Vlogmas. Ignore the rain. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram and TikTok for daily content, as well as check out my products if you're interested. Website will be in the description, and brand ambassador applications will end tomorrow, so don't miss out. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Tell me what you see in me.